Crush this guy. Just absolutely crush him. Alright, bop, 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 bop. There we go. That's what we're looking for there. Doomang. Very nice. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, J Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight, well, guys, we have a very special treat for you. We are anticipating with bated breath the arrival of none other than Brothers War. All right? It's coming. A matter of days now away from the Great War breaking out between Mishra and Urza. But in the meantime, we will continue to craft. Yes, we will continue to craft and we will continue to build in anticipation of the Great War. And coming up, what we're going to run is mono green. And what we have on this mono green, I think it can be eventually improved, but I think it's a great thing to build off of here. This is Enchantment mono green. It is not the mono green you think it is. And what's very unique about it is it has no removal in it at all. It is only ramping, pumping, and going. So, before we get into the shakedown breakdown here on this one, boys, I need you to do something for me. Tenderly hit that like button. Gently hit that subscribe button. Or else, well, guys, if you don't, the like and subscribe will come and get you. He will absolutely rip you up. He's Phyrexian, so, you know, he's been completed, so he's gonna get you. You gotta watch out for that. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all of the live streaming goodness. A big shout out to a couple of new guys tonight. Space Coast Gamers, keeping it cool and keeping it safe out there in Florida. And of course, I think we had Kitty here tonight. What was it? Dinah Kitty? I can't remember her name. But either way, two new friends out here tonight on the J Villain stream and on the J Villain channel. I want you to come out as well. Closing in on 1,500 followers, so that's cool. Nerdy Kitty, there we go. That's what it is. There she is. 1,500, yeah, 1,500 followers right there. So check out our Discord community for all the latest news information. If you want to talk to us, if you want to hang out, you want to chill, whatever, we have a Discord. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are available down below on my AetherHub. So go check out the AetherHub. You can follow me there as well. So what are we talking about when we talk about the Enchanted Forest? Well, we're not talking about elves and fairies and everything like that. We're talking about big, crazy monsters with enchantments. And a couple of cool combo plays that I think are super effective. And you're going to see some games. We went on a run with this one. We almost got a 6-bang run on this one. We're sitting at, on the play, we're at about a 70% win rate. So Generous Visitor is going to be our first round. 1/1, 1-drop, 1/1 counter on target creature. And whenever we play an enchantment. So enhancing people with counters, increasing the amount of power, and a great 1-drop for us. Tamiyo Safekeeping is going to be absolutely critical. If you're not hip to this card yet, man, well, you better get to it. Indestructible and hexproof, and we gain 2 life for 1 green instant. Unbelievably useful in the meta heavy, in the destruction removal heavy meta right now. Wow, that is going to be one that you're going to can't be targeted. Kami of Transience, or I'm sorry, Kami of Transience. If Snow heard me say Kami, she'd kill me. 1 green and 1 2/2 trample. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, put a 1/1 counter on Kami of Transience. At the beginning of your end step, if an enchantment was put into your graveyard this turn, you return Kami of Transience from the graveyard to your hand. So basically, if we lose any of these enchantments, we immediately get it back. So if we hit Invoke, if they're hitting Invoke and crucking our enchantments, or we're losing them, we do get it back. It grows and grows and grows the more enchantments we play. Unbelievably useful. Very, very cool card there. Roaring Earth, 3 of these. An enchantment and a land drop ability here. Now, the reason that we want this is we're going to get this land drop enchantment counter circle going. It's going to be kind of a rotating thing, and this is going to be a really important one of this. 1 green and 1. Whenever land enters under your control. You put a 1/1 counter on somebody, and then of course you can channel it. You can discard it, put X amount of 1/1 counters. It becomes a 0/0 green spirit. It's still a land. So you can use the you can use that ability to charge with a land in an emergency, or you can drop it as the enchantment and do it that way. Weaver of Harmony. Other enchantment creatures you control get 1/1. We don't have that many enchantment creatures, aside from, I believe, yeah, we don't have any others, but that's not kind of the point. It is an enchantment creature that goes down, and it gives us the copied version of another enchantment, which is extremely useful on the occasion. We can pull off some really cool jank banks with this one. Really nice, and it will enchant other enchantment creatures like that, like itself. Weaver Harmony will help power up itself there. So nice card to put down, and great 2-drop right there. Fight Rigging, of course, one of the best cards in the game right now, one of the best green cards in the game right now. 1 green, 2 Hideaway 5. You're going to look at the top 5 cards of your library, and you're going to pick one of them, exile it face down under this card, and then if you meet the standard, you meet the conditions that this card wants. Basically meaning, if you have a creature with a power 7 or greater, you may pay that exiled card with no cost. And of course, this card will help you get there by putting a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It will help ramp all of your cards up to get to that point, and there's a few combo plays you can push that will essentially get it to you immediately. As soon as you put it down, you get it, push, you're on a 7, and then you immediately play it. Kodama of the West Tree. I would say that, if anything, we probably need more of these. Likes a nice freeze right there. You might want to throw an extra one in the sideboard there. You might also want to throw another Phyrexian in there. Well, you don't really need it. But another one of these. Kodama is going to be critical here. 1 green and 2 3/3 reach legendary creature spirit. Modified creatures control of trample. What does that mean? If they are enchanted, have equipment, or more importantly and specific to us, if they have a 1/1 counter on them. They all have trample, which means all that good damage is not going to get lost on there. It's not going to get lost in the shuffle. It's going to go right through. It's going to trample right through. Super, super effective. Super nice. So Kodama of the West Tree. And then, of course, we have the other combo play here. This is where we start getting in the cycle. Whenever a modified creature deals damage, combat damage to a player, we search our library for a basic land card, put that land card on the battlefield, tapped, and then shuffle. So anytime one of our 1/1 counter creatures does damage, we are going to put a land card in. And guess what? When we put a land card down, we get Roaring Earth to trigger ahead. Yeah, it's also thinning the deck. Very good point, Country Fried. It is thinning the deck there. So we get a Roaring Earth ability right there too. We get to put more 1/1 counters. So really, really nice combo play starting to show up later in the game there. Ulvenwald Oddity. Look at this big boy here. Oh, that's the big boy. 2 green and 2 trample and haste. Transform Ulvenwald Oddity. Other creatures you control have +1/+1 and have haste and trample. If we get the big boy out there for 7, that is the big trade-off there. The big boy for 7 is going to absolutely rip them up. Getting that trample and haste out is extremely effective. This card is a serious target for people that think they're going to get hit there. Again, early middle game, I mean solid card middle game, but the ability to expand it even farther late game is just going to be amazing, man. It's just going to be super, super effective. So we're going to keep Ulvenwald Oddity close by here because he's really going to do work. Defiler of Vigor, of course, we have to have the Phyrexian Worm. 2 green and 3. 6/6 trample. That's already good on its own, man. As an additional cost to green permanents, you may pay 2 life. Those spells cost green. Those spells cost 1 green less if you pay this way. Basically, it turns 1 green into a Phyrexian mana. This effect reduces the amount of green mana you pay, and of course, whenever you cast a green permanent, you may put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Kodama loves that. He loves that you put a 1/1 counter on everything that you control, and then boom. Everything is trampling, everything is doing that. He reduces the cost of green permanents, which are enchantments, which we have these expensive enchantments on the back there, so we can get them off earlier. And then when the green enchantments hit the battlefield, wow, we are expanding our power a great deal with Defiler of Vigor. And then, of course, we're going to have another card. Our last creature card here is Silverback Elder. 3 green and 2 Ape Shaman, 5/4. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you get to choose one of these. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, extremely useful in the current meta. We still have a lot of artifacts and enchantments being very deadly, and probably going to be even more useful in the upcoming meta with Brothers War and the amount of absolute crazy enchantments and artifacts that are going to be loaded up there. So probably still a card to grow with right here with us with Silverback. And of course, look at the top 5 cards. You may put a land card down. Guess what? When we put a land card, we hit Roaring Earth. When we hit Roaring Earth, we are now modified. When we attack with do damage with modified creatures, we put more land down. You're starting to see this cycle, thinning the deck out of land, hitting the land drops, pushing in damage, trample, 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 trample. We don't need removal because there's going to be so much pressure on the ground that, listen, our creatures are going to be doing all the removal that they can. And then we're going to finish it off with, and that's also beefy 5/7. That's a really big boy right there. And we're going to finish it off with the World Spell, courtesy of Country Fried recommending this one. 2 green and 5 mana with the Read Ahead ability. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. You reveal a non-saga permanent from among them, put in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Put up to 2 non-saga card permanents from your hand to the battlefield. So what that does is you basically just get 2 cards for free. If you have the right setup here, you can actually get the Read Ahead ability and choose number 3 immediately. So if you have a Silverback Elder and the Defiler of Vigor, and you have the mana to hit the World Spell, which you can actually hit it earlier if you have, by paying 2 life, if you have the another Defiler of Vigor off, you can immediately put those cards onto the battlefield. And then this dies, it goes away, it gets sacrificed at the end of 3. Boom, 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 boom. It's kind of like a Storm the Festival without a cap. Really, really fun one there. And again, when you sacrifice it, guess what combo we have there? We lost a enchantment. Kami of Transience will go back from the graveyard to our hand. So very, very cool stuff. 2 Boseijus and 23 Forests. We're going to need a lot of mana here. I want to make sure we get a smooth mana. I'm running the 61 tip. If you want to run the 60 tip, I'm not mad at you. I just want to make sure I get those mana hits. Lovely greenbacks on here. All green, 2.9 average, 23 creatures altogether. A decent amount of spirits, believe it or not. Phyrexian snakes, worms, 8 beast druids, 4 instants, and 13 enchantments. So green enchantment, 24 lands altogether. The Enchanted Forest, here it is, guys. This is what we're doing. Doing very, very effectively for me here, man. Really, really pushing up the ranks with this one and getting a lot of damage off and a lot of wins off. We will save and exit. Let's get into ranked, boys, and let's see what she does. As I'm very, very bored of standard. I'm not even gonna fucking jump it up. Ghetto Koga, what is up, Ghetto Koga? How you doing? Littlest Cabbage, so small. That's just so tiny. Welcome. Boop 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 boop. Come to Historic. Oh god. Historic also has infinite loot. And listen, I like some Historic decks, but damn if that shit is not fucking fair sometimes, man. Damn if that shit is not fucking unfair sometimes. Holy crap, man. Yeah. Yeah, Historic gets a little kooky. I actually prefer Explorer because I think there's a kind of a larger ban list for Explorer, and I'll dip my toe into that occasionally. But Historic is a wild, man. Mortlock. What is he gonna run? He's gonna run removal. Bolt Surge, pop. How much more removal he's got in that hand? No, he's got the Lily of the Villy. Banana Fanaful Philly. Each sacrifice a creature. Wow, shocking. How many more Lilianas does he have in his hand? 80 bajillion? Literally 80 bajillion lilies.
I'm not interested in dying today.
Exile, transform, Autobots, exile, transform, and roll out. I told you, man. What I tell you? You've got 80,000 lilies in there, man. It's the unlimited Lilianas tonight, man. Y'all fucking think I'm kidding out here, man. Y'all think I'm joking out here, man. Y'all think I'm fucking kidding out here, man. Every lily in the world. Every single lily in the world. He's gonna have another one. 12 cards. He's probably got probably 3 more lilies in his hand. That's probably literally all he has. There's the Apocalypse. I'm not really worried about her so much. Not too worried about her. I'd rather. I'd rather push. You wish you had all that, Lily? Don't we all, man? I wish they all could be Liliana Vess. Oh my god, Ioneko decided to leave. They said, I've had enough. I have had enough. Whoa, headed up to here. I'm just a girl. That's all I'll ever be. That's no doubt. Ganokoga, Lord Gypticus, the Flipticus, the #1 to Kipticus. Alright, Roaring. Alright, I can do Generous to Roaring. I really need to just draw land off that one, though. Mono. Well, okay, well, it's Mono Black. Mono Black and Rakdos. Maybe that's why people haven't been enjoying my Rakdos decks. It's just too much. We're just Rakdos and Mono Blacked out, and it's not going to get any better. Listen, guys, the Rakdos situation is going to get much worse before it gets any better. No blocks. Boom. Pop. Roaring. Okay. I'll do that. Pop. Okay. Yes, the way the Rakdos issue it's gonna be a long time before that Rakdos problem gets any better. Yeah, it's gonna be many a day. Ooh. I would rather do this. Kodama myself and get the 4th mana out. So then I could do that. Do that. Combo, push, pop. There we go. Okay. Rakdos and Jund, yeah, Rakdos and Jund's getting the fucking Bane serum. Remember when Bane would just take the serum and just go nuts? You know what I mean? Alright, cult classic right there. Let's do a Roar. No. Kami? Roar. I was born in Rakdos, molded by it. And when I saw any other color, it was just blinding. Alright, let's do that. Let's do that. Pop, pop, pop. Let's really give him a hard hit here. Pop, pop. Oh. Oh. Oh, let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, there we go. Oh, let's do it again. Oh, how about it? Oh, there's the combo play we're looking for. Alright, I knew this deck would work eventually. Because, honestly, I tried so hard and got so far. One thing, I don't know why, but it doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. Hey, look, World Spell. Let's do... Ooh, lost a life there. How's about we... Put that. Put that. But do non-random Saga permanence cards from your hand on the battlefield. Let's do this. Let's do that. Submit. Go to the top 7. You're revealing non-Saga. Oh, wow, that's a lot of stuff. You reveal a non-Saga permanent one of them, put the rest of them in the bottom of your library. What is it? Fight rigging. And let's just utterly fucking crush this guy. Just absolutely crush him. Alright, bop, 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 bop. There we go. That's what we're looking for there. Doomang. Very nice. Very nice. So let me say also that through some other channels, there's an effort to possibly, I'm not going to raise any expectations, but maybe we'll be able to see some preview stuff tomorrow. I don't know. I have a benefactor who chooses to remain nameless, who said that they may be able to get me into the previews thing. We don't know. Could happen, could not. Might be too late. Kami. Alright. Oh yeah, we're gonna take a dump now, man. Do you feel in control? Do you feel in control now? I like how Bane, he just put his hand upside down on the guy's shoulder. What a bizarre intimidation move, but it worked. You know, it always bothered me about that scene. There's this dude in a suit, okay? He's like, I'm a businessman and I'm a bad guy. And there's this dude who's massive and has a crazy mask on. And he just talks shit to him and is like, I'm going to talk all kind of shit to it. Like, I don't know who would, like, in any circumstance, just talk shit to Bane. Just looking at him and be like, well, I'm going to talk down to this dude. I mean, I've seen some stupid stuff in bars where people just are drunk, but that guy appeared to be sober. If I get a green mana here, I can world spell it out. Corpse Praiser. Oh, he's doing world champs. Okay. I feel like this guy may have... Do you feel in control right now? Barrister. let's see, 11 trampling over 5. 11 minus 5 is 6. So I'm pretty sure that means he dies. Now, I've been wrong before. I've been wrong before. Also, you know what always bothered me about superhero movies? Why do people always try to shoot Superman thinking it would work? You always feel like the guy's like robbing a bank in Metropolis. First of all, why are you even trying to rob a bank in Metropolis? Number one, that's your mistake. He's gonna hear it. He can hear the bank alarms go off. Like, it's just the worst idea. So the robbers run out of the bank, and Superman shows up and like lifts up the truck or something, and he goes, you know, statistically speaking, you know, bank robberies pay very little, or whatever weird nerdy one-liner Superman hits him with because he's awesome. And they always are like, and they pull like out a 38 special and start shooting at him. Like, you live in Metropolis. You've heard of Superman, right? You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, shit, he's here. I mean, we're just gonna give up. We shouldn't have done this anyways. Boogeyman, 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 Boogeyman. Beep, 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 beep. 50-50 chance he's not on the planet. I don't know. Superman's generally around. I feel like he's around enough. Superman mostly protects Earth. GFG ugly. I bet when you get arrested and you go to jail and you're like, bro, how'd you get busted, man? It's like, oh, fuck, bro. I was robbing this place. We had this whole heist set up. Fucking Superman showed up. People got to be kind of impressed. They're like, what? No way, dude. Superman did not show up, man. I'm telling you, dude. Hand to God, man. That's who grabbed me. He pulled up a light pole and fucking tied all 6 of us up with a big light pole. And it was crazy, dude. Oh, man. Superman got you? Yeah, bro. Superman busted me, man. Oh, well, you got a story out of it, at least. The Null Zone.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
Birdbrain, how you doing? We're getting a slow trickle in tonight. We're getting guys coming in late. I'm probably going to change up my stream schedule too, by the way, guys. Braids Frightful Stern, you may say creation, opponent discards a card. Decline. I'll take it. Alright. Far from the shallows now. In the shallows. Alright. Let's do this. Let's do that. The Phantom Zone. I think it's actually the Phantom Zone, isn't it? Not the Null Zone, it's the Phantom Zone. Ooh, look at that.
Things have not gone my way.
Null Space, I think, is from Marvel. Yeah, null space in there. -1, -1. Probably Ungenerous Visitor, yeah. We're far from the shallows now. Alf Pinch. What's up, Alf Pinch? Little's Cabbage here. XXX Devon numbers. XX Devon 5213. Welcome. Decline. Pop. I'll lose the life. No problemo. Alright. Pop, pop, pum. Okay. It's a good pummeling there. He might just choose gain 2 life. Yeah, I figured as much. I don't know what he's got in that hand. He's got a lot of hand here. He's got a lot of hand advantage. Hand vantage, it's called occasionally. Sometimes that's what they call it. They call it hand vantage. Nobody calls it that. Don't listen to me. I've noticed that there's quite a few people out there who do not understand like sarcasm at all. That was a little shocking to see that. It was a little shocking to see that. Okay, let's do time warp again. I always thought sarcasm was kind of universal. But apparently not. That's actually, you're wondering, Jay, why'd you let your Ulvenwald get killed? That's what I wanted. I don't want Junji to go off. I want him to block that and do that. I don't care about taking the hit. He's not gonna put 16 damage downrange with this 5. But I've seen so many, like, especially on Twitter, I see stuff just absolutely whoosh over people's head, like, just completely just, whoa. World Spell. Yeah, we'll take World Spell. It is, but like, I don't know. Put 2 non-saga permanents. Yeah, well, that was the thing. Is the funny thing is, during Halloween, somebody was like, "What do you think of my costume?" And it was them standing next to a mirror. And in the costume, so there was 2 of them, and they're like, my costume's really so basic, I don't know, I wish I would have done something more impressive than this. And I was like, I don't know, I think making a clone of yourself is already pretty impressive. And everyone was like, that's not a clone of her, she's in a mirror. And like, did people genuinely think that I thought she cloned herself as a Halloween costume? That's what it appeared. That's what it people were genuinely were like, she didn't put a clone of herself. She's in front of a mirror. Like I had literally gone my entire life and never knew what a mirror was. I don't know. Crazy. It'd make me do a double take. Yeah, that's the adversarial mindset. I saw that where people were talking about, you go, if you make a post and you go, I like waffles, people will be like, oh, so you hate pancakes? And it's like, no, what do pancakes have to do with anything? We're talking about waffles. make you do a double take. Absolute beautifully landed right there. Beautifully landed pun right there, Country Fried. Full of layers and richness, by the way. Big fan of that one. Do it. Spend your mana. Yeah, there you go. Little Nicky, how you doing, bro? Come on, keep going. You'll get there eventually, man. Ulvenwald Oddity. Come on, hit me with this one now, too. There you go. Look at that, guys. How do you like that, boys? Hideaway, what do we want? We want... Oh, that's a terrible hideaway. I guess Generous, isn't it? Good lord. I'm scared to put down anything without the air cover. I'm scared to put down anything without air cover here, man. He's going to try to run the removal. There we go. Let's let him hit it. 42 if I can get the thing out. Graveyard Trespasser, very nice. There he goes. He's going to eat that Ulvenwalder. Okay, my turn. Excellent, perfect. Defiler of Vigor. Alright, do that. Cast. Alright, excellent. So we have Liliana Protection, and he is probably going to try to hit the removal on that. No, thank you, sir. We don't want any of that here. We've had enough. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, so why don't we World Spell it up? Submit. And that's Swingo Bingo. Habum, habum. You gotta have another game. You gotta have another out besides removal, my dudes. You gotta have something else besides that, man. You gotta have another trick up your sleeve. I got 6 kids to help me prove that. Yikes. Yikes, bro. It's blood. Oh, it's that sweet music. Black Emperor. Godspeed you, Black Emperor. Welcome. Space Coast Gamers. Oh, awesome, dude. What is up, Space Coast Gamers? I used to live right near the Space Coast. I have been to Space Camp twice. If you couldn't tell, Numbskull, I'm glad you enjoyed that, Numbskull. I thought seeing your beloved Mono Black go down to this green, I thought you wouldn't enjoy it as much, but yikes. Oh god. Yes. Numbskull, I had a very clear image of you saying, Mono Black, that's only removal. Disappoints me. I have a feeling of you sitting in the dark watching in like a giant throne and swirling a goblet of wine while like fondling a skull, observing, like admiring a skull in your hand. You say you like Mono Black and yet you've only played removal. How unfortunate. How droll. Ooh, we're getting... Oh, where's that Floods, boys? Where's that Flood? Speaking of flooding, chilling while the storm hits peak winds. Excellent, bro. I used to live in Florida. I lived right through Irma. The eye of Irma passed probably right over me. And I've been through a couple of canes, as it were. Ooh, Defiler of Vigor, we'll take that one. Enslow. Oh yeah, there's the flood. We get the floods in the chat, boys. Oh yeah, this was a big flood right here. Speaking of hurricanes, first 10 cards, 7 of them are mana. That's what kind of time I'm on. If they tell you that they're committed to the flood, you come to show them what J Villain does out here, man. They're gonna tell you, oh yeah, man, I know people committed to the flood. Now you ain't committed to the flood, man. You ain't committed to the flood. You think you're committed to the flood, but you ain't. The Cathar, there we go. There we go. Alright, that's going to be the 10 hit right there. Pop, pop. Perfect. Let's see if we can flood it. There we go. That is... Oh, flawless victory, guys. Flawless victory, boys. Look at that. Absolute... This is... I can't even... Just gorgeous, bro. Gorgeous. How could it be better than this? How could we be playing better Magic than drawing 9 mana off the first 12 cards? Absolutely stupendous. Thanks, Shuffler. Space Coast Gamers just subscribed to the Prime. Welcome, guy. Make sure to check out my YouTube channel. I also have a YouTube channel. Man, people really don't like mono white. Like, I don't have a problem with mono white. Like, it's not great, but I like playing life game decks. Like, but there's a real anti-mono white sentiment. Sentiment. Yeah, I did never miss the land drop. That is accurate. That is 100% accurate. I did not miss land drops there. What? Let's do that. Even Elish Norn. Elish Norn makes me feel a lot of things, but unclean ain't one of them. Oh, hard crash. Hard crash, boys. Alright, now we're back. Fight rigging again. Okay. What are you gonna drop? Morbid? We're gonna get another fight rigging out of this. Silverback Elder. Alright. Removal? Invoke. Ooh, okay. That good invocussy. I gotta stop saying that. It's gonna come out one day at work and I can't have that. Let's do that. No, my chat telling me, no, don't do it. Keep saying it. Say it more. I posted that meme in the Discord. John Green was like, I have no faith in humanity everywhere, because people were writing on election day. They're like, get out there and hit that ballot tussy. Let's do... Game for life. Okay. Silverback Elder go in. 4 invokes? Yeah, probably. probably, let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. We're going to get all the invokes in the whole world. Let's do that. I'm going to keep this Tamiyo's. That should help us. There's the Apocalypse. The originator of the horrible meme. Infernal. No, that's not going to work. Lose life there. Let's do that. Look at the top 5 cards. Land. Okay. Kami of Transience. Right. Let's do that. Ooh, cut down. I'll let you cut that down. I'm fine with that, because I'm going to hold on to the Tamiyos when I run in. When I run in on you. I'm going to world spell it up. He's probably got more removal here. Shakedown, breakdown heavy. 1 damage, you're gonna ping me a little bit there. That's fine. Draw. Why don't we world spell it up? Let's go 2. Submit. Let's make it Defiler. Let's Fighting Love there. Gain 4 life. Let's push this guy in. We lose the trample on some of the people, but I think it's worth it to not have the damage and gain the life. Let's do that. Boom. Okay. Alright, we're doing quite of a dance here, guys. We're dancing. This is a game of Magic cards here. This is what I like. This is what you like to see. Yeah. Everyone's silent in the chat. Really focused on what's going on. Zombo Bombo coming out. Let's do that. Put 2 non-sagas. Alright, that one, submit. Let's do that. And we put more on the Defiler. No attacks. Beginning, take action. Okay. Be doing stuff and or but not limited to things. Okay. It's coming in with the 2-banger. I'm worried he's got something like You Are Already Dead in there. Soaring the Mirthless, not bad. Vampire with Lifelink, not bad. Alright, we've gotten most of our... Okay, now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas here. Pay 2. Auto pay. Gain 4 life. Let's do that. Gain 4 life. Gain 4 life. Ooh, okay. Nope, nothing right there. Well, is there big enough for... I don't think there's a big enough mass removal to really pop me out here, is there? I don't know, man. We're really starting to hit a stride here. I might be able to out-muscle him in the long game. There's the Even Live. That sucks. But it's still a lot of power to swing down on. Now he's going to hold that back. Let's block that. Okay, draw a card. Boom, gain a life. Very nice. Alright, let's do that. Land. That's not useful. We really need something more than land there. We need no attacks. Yeah. We really need to hit our card draw here, which is not very effective. And he has exiled. He had 2 Eaten Alives, and he popped them both off on the Phyrexians. Tons of removal here. I mean, look at the amount of removal he had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and an Invoke. The fact that we're still punching him, and we're really trading body blows here is impressive, I think. I think it does speak to the resiliency of the deck, to be perfectly honest. Let's do that. You put a land card, blah, 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 destroy target enchantment, let's gain life. Let's put a 1 counter on you. Okay, no attacks, very nice. Right. Sergey Boboski, what's up, man? Okay. Reveal. What's he gonna do here? He's got a big deck there. He's got a big deck, and I cannot lie. You other brother. There's the revoke. There's the invoke revoke. We're gonna sack Kami. Because Kami's just gonna come back to our hand immediately. Draw, hit, pop, draw. He's got a card advantage on me, which really sucks. That's kind of the biggest issue, is that he's got some serious card advantage right now. Because I'm probably gonna grab a mana here. And I need to really go wide. So that's probably the biggest issue. Yeah, we'll take that action. It's Kami of Transience. Okay. Destroy target artifact. Look at the top bump. Gain 5 life. Yeah. Gain 4 life. Boom, boom. Okay. We just have a bulwark here. This is a slog, right, man? We're in a serious war here, because I'm honestly outpacing him on life gain. He done played a ton of removal already. He's played 2 cut downs, 2 Infernal Grasps, 2 invokes, and 2 Eaten Alives, and still hasn't knocked down the bulwark here. So he's got to feel pretty frustrated at that. My opponent looks dirty. I double sleeve your deck. It's always a good idea. Actually, double sleeving is it's not as effective as you think it's in. Nerdy Kitty, oh man, thinking about that big deck. Oh yeah, well, you know, you can have a big deck, but honestly, a nice sized deck with somebody who knows how to use it, much better than just a big one for no reason. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Now you got a big one, and they know how to use it, and you're in trouble there. That's serious business. Coming in with the 2, coming black with the 1. Then I'm worried he has an You're Already Dead, because people have been running You're Already Dead. He's gonna draw. He's gonna slow mill himself if he's not careful. He's drawing like 4 cards a turn. He's drawing 2 from that, 1 from his card, and 1 from Sorin. I think he's probably gonna ultimate here pretty soon. He's gonna hit the Ultima Online. Okay. Ooh, it's a freaking mana. Oh, just the last thing I need. I have all the, like, half the mana of my deck out here. And we just absolutely cannot get it done. No attacks. 12 out of 33. I mean, it's 50%. It's not even really even a flood. It's about accurate about what I should have drawn. But look at this guy here, man. Look at this madness. another Eaten Alive. Yeah, my man said, I'm coming with the kill cards, bro. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know nothing about me, man. I'm coming with kill cards. Drift Ronin is fashionably late. That is fine. Did you drift in while holding a samurai sword? There he is. Okay. Now we're in the end game now, boys. We're in the end game now. There's that big boy. There's that big boy. Okay. Yeah, I can't do nothing about that. This deck, oddly enough, has 0 removal. It's just so big it goes over the top. Look how much fucking hits I took. Yeah, that's GG, boys. We can't do nothing about that. He's gonna hit me with Sorin and everything else going in. It's for the Toxrill. It's for the Toxrill. I don't think he noticed that is, well, he might have. He can draw another card here. I wish I would have had some mill, because he's slow milling himself here. And it's a mana. Oh, there's the flood. There's the flood out. We're out of there. Thank you, man. It was a pleasure. Did a fine job there. All right, guys. Not a bad, honestly, really effective deck. I think we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did like 6 and 1 on this, man. On the play, we have a 71% win rate on this deck right now. Really good, man. We went on a heck of a run here with these guys. All right, and the game, of course, crashed again, naturally. There we go. There we go. All right, so ultimately, guys, solid green, and I've done something experimental here where I'm trying to pull off the land drop counter combo. The land drop counter combo, really effective and no removal. It's removal free, and we still had quite a run in standard. So a little bit life left in these green bones and these old trees. We'll see what if we get charged up. And I think that adding World Spell was a pretty good add there. Big ups to Country Fried, of course, coming in with the clutch advice. Yeah, I've been Jay Villain. You've been great. Stick around for the Shakedown Breakdown. We're not going anywhere yet, but tomorrow's video is in the can. And make sure you like and subscribe. But don't worry, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. However, if you're watching the video, I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye.